Hi, and welcome to Market Conversations. Just want to do a quick video on Activision Blizzard. Ticker is ATVI. This stock has been beaten down for the past few days now. But before I continue on, just want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only. I also have a Discord Patreon that I'm trying to grow, so if you want to join a very small community, come check it out. So today it closed at 62.20. We'll take a look at this 1 month daily chart. On November 3rd, it dropped from a high of $77 all the way to a low of $64. So on that day, they reported their earnings, and the reason why it dropped was because they had postponed 2 major game launches. So take a look at this article. Revenue in the video game makers Blizzard segment jumped 20% to $493 million, fueled by strong sales of the Diablo. Meanwhile, revenue in the company's King mobile gaming division leaped 22% to $652 million, driven by in-app purchases. However, revenue for its Activision unit decreased by 17%. Overall, the revenue rose 6% year over year to $2.1 billion, while its earnings per share increased 5% to $0.82. Everyone was focused on the launch of the 2 of the most popular franchises, which caused this sell-off. And then we see consolidate above 65.95. And on this day, November 16, it was trying to break above 72.13 before news came out that the CEO knew about the sexual misconduct. So after that article came out, we saw a massive sell-off, huge selling pressure, 38.24 million volume traded that day, and then it just dropped 4 days in a row. And today we almost closed green but couldn't. So the CEO is considering quitting if he doesn't resolve what's going on in the workplace. And also today there was a downgrade. MKM Partners downgraded the video game maker to sell from neutral and cut its price target to $54 from $75. Truist Securities also cut its price target on the company to $74 from $101, while reiterating its buy rating. I still believe that this company can recover back up to $80 in the near future. So that's why I've been buying some call options that are 6 months or 1 year away. So we'll take a look at these call options. They're fairly cheap. I have some for May 2022. 80 strike right now is going for around 160, 180. And then I also want to get further out, possibly a 2023 leap call. Same thing. 80 strike price. These are going for $455. It is a little expensive. So what I'm considering doing is buying a call debit spread. What we're going to do with a call debit spread is buy the 75 call and sell the 80 call. So now instead of paying $400, we're paying $120. But the only downside to a call debit spread is that our profit is maxed. So we'll take a look at the max profit is only $380. So if I were to sell 3 of these, it will still be under $440. Now my max profit is $1,140. So this is a trade idea that you guys can consider if you are bullish on Activision Blizzard. I do believe that after they get over this huge obstacle, the stock can slowly go back up again, because back on November 16, that's what it was doing before the article came out. Let me know in the comments down below if you have the stock or if you're planning to buy the stock, and hope to see you guys in the Discord.
He's a colorful guy, not known to convention. This company is built in his image and these cultural problems, perhaps part and parcel of that. What do you make of this argument for him that he can quickly fix it?
Yeah, that's an incredibly stupid thing to say. It's a very big, complicated problem. I'm delighted. I have to say one nice thing. I'm delighted that they got rid of the binding arbitration clauses. I hope everybody else follows suit on that. But to suggest that anything like this could be quickly fixed is just another bonehead response, just like his previous boneheaded responses, where he didn't pass on information to the board of directors. He didn't act on the complaints that he received. I'm hearing no specifics about how that's going to work. Now, the board says maybe they'll put together some kind of special committee. But let me just tell you something. Yeah, he's made a lot of money for the company over the years, but his customers are mad at him. And I'm talking about his big customers, the people who make the systems that his games play on, and his shareholders are mad at him. The only people who are not mad at him apparently are his board of directors, which issued a statement supporting him that was very vague. So very disappointing so far.
Yeah, a number of employees seem to be upset as well. But what is the path here when you do have an effective founder? He's not technically the founder, but he's effectively the founder. You've got a board that seems to have a lot of loyalty to him, and he doesn't appear to be ready to go. How is this going to play out?
Well, the board of directors must be consulting their own lawyers right now, because somebody's going to have to remind them about their duty as fiduciaries. This is an extremely weak board. Insiders, a lot of connections, a lot of people who've been on the board for too long. But I think once they sit down with their lawyers, they'll remember that their duty is to the shareholders and they need to do better. So I think he's on his way out.
Now, I wonder what you think is different about this particular instance or controversy. Is it about the board composition? I mean, relative to other episodes that are sort of in this camp that we've seen in the past few years.
Well, I think what is different about this one is that we've seen instances where the CEOs themselves have been involved in misconduct. In his case, it's definitely his managerial judgment and competence that's at issue. And that's something that is, to me, an even clearer case.
Now, would it satisfy, you think, those who are concerned about Bobby Kotick's running the company if he steps back to chairman and puts a CEO in place? Does he have to completely leave the company, or could he step back?
I think he has to completely leave the company. You know very well that switching around the nameplates between chairman and CEO has often been meaningless. I'm referring to Michael Dell, who went to one and then went to the other. Come on, it doesn't mean anything. What we need is a very strong statement from this company, and I'm talking about the board of directors, about the specific steps they're taking going forward, and I think his departure is one of them.
Therefore, what should investors do here the longer this drives out? I know you're not an analyst here, but you've seen multiple cases like this where there's a governance issue that appears to be affecting the stock. What should people consider as this continues to play out?
Well, of course, this is the time of year when shareholders start looking at their shareholder proposals. We'll be coming up just in a few months on voting on proxies. I think that this board is looking at a strong negative vote if they don't change their perspective and they don't start taking action.